John Duggan, lead story in the Irish Independent. Front page this morning, Dublin GAA stars hold secret training despite COVID rules.
Yes, they've engaged in a collective training session at Innisfails GAA club in North Dublin. So photos in the Irish Independent and the Herald this morning. At least 9 players engaged in a series of group training drills. Among those reported to be in the session, Footballer of the Year Brian Fenton, Jonny Cooper, Brian Howard. The development involving the All-Ireland champions a setback now to the GAA's plans to allow inter-county panels to return to collective training on April the 19th. On the front page of the Dublin County Board website, the GAA website, there's a statement from Tom Ryan, the Director General of the GAA, stating that it's more important than ever that no collective training sessions are held between now and the government indicated return dates. Breaches in this context will not only be dealt with under our own rules, but would likely put the broader plan to return to activity in serious jeopardy. Let's have a listen to the former GAA President Seán Kelly. He's current, of course, Fine Gael MEP. He gave his reaction to the report this morning.
This is true. It's surprising and very disappointing, especially coming from the 6-in-a-row Dubs. There's a responsibility with that accolade to give a good example, and every club and every county in the country are probably frustrated that they cannot get back on the field. But there is a roadmap there. The GAA have outlined the guidelines and everybody has to stick by them. And I think the GAA will certainly have to look at it very strongly, and you have to be consistent in the way you apply the rules. They have to apply to everybody, whether you're All-Ireland champions or just at the very bottom of the ladder, because this is a serious situation, and hopefully that it was a once-off breach won't happen again, because if it goes without some form of sanction, then others will say, why can't we do the same? So it has created a very difficult dilemma for the GAA.
Okay, difficult dilemma for the GAA. I'm looking at the photographs. I mean, there's 8 or 9 of them there, I think it is, in paper saying they're quite socially distant. It's definitely non-contact training. Why
couldn't they wait until April the 19th? The GAA inter-county scene is a runaway train in people's psyche as players. They spent nearly 30 million in 2019 on preparing inter-county teams. We had Cork and Down breaches in January.
Yeah, that was involving the whole panel, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah. Now, we don't know if this was a sanctioned training session, and we don't know, as you might not even have known about it. But it's just, did the players ask themselves, maybe we shouldn't be doing this? That's the thing. They didn't think twice about it.
Well, we don't know they didn't think twice about it.
Why did they do it?
Yeah, look, but I mean, you could make the argument. I made it to Ciara. Ciara disagreed strongly. I made it with Ciara earlier on. They're not doing anything that pretty much every 20-something-year-old. You go to any park, there's full games of contact football going on.
But these are role models. These are some of the high
Shane,
profile.
I don't think you'd be making this argument if it wasn't the GAA.
That point has been made, Ciara. That point has been made a couple of times by listeners. I don't want to see these.
I'm not burning my Dublin jersey in my back garden.
No, and I know you're not doing it.
I'm not trying to be sanctimonious about it.
I just don't want to see these fellas. They're young fellas, and they're you know what, they have been brilliant role models. I just don't want to see them getting hammered and vilified and social media going to town.
We're not engaging in cancel culture on the show here.
No, I know you're not. It'll happen.
I'm just saying that the optics don't look good. Why couldn't they wait? And just to me, without even thinking about it, it hits me back at this thing about there's a Cranberries album, everybody else is doing it, so why can't we? There's a degree of psyche around we have to have the edge because other counties might be doing that, and that is deeply rooted, I think, within the inter-county game, which, remember, is an amateur sport.
Okay.